Going live, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are at on this rock floating around the sun. Thank you for tuning in to the Rubbings Racing channel here for round 3 qualifying at the Daytona International Super Speedway here. We're doing a round 3 qualifying for the Dash for Cash here. We had our first 2 heats. Hold on one second here, ladies and gentlemen. I have my volume up. Feedback. Okay, I apologize about that. We're doing our 3rd qualifying heat for our Dash for the Cash event here. Our Dash for the Cash event is a 100 lap race around Daytona International Speedway here. Can somebody turn their mic off, please? I'm getting a lot of feedback. Or at least mute their mic. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, our Dash for the Cash event is sponsored by Tuggy Bear. He's one of our drivers here at Rubbings Racing, and he has been gracious enough to sponsor us. Came to us and said, look, I want to sponsor this. Can you guys build it? We built it. We put it together. We've had a huge response here as we ride along with the console. So these guys coming out of turn 2. Yeah, somebody needs to mute their mic. I'm getting a lot of feedback, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, back to the action here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Tuggy Bear is our driver. He sponsored this event. We built it for Christmas. We are in between seasons right now, between season 2 and season 3. The amount of participation that we have had coming into this league has been absolutely phenomenal. So we want to thank our viewers. We want to thank our participants. We want to thank the community. We want to thank everybody who's getting involved here at Rubbings Racing. If you are interested in getting involved in Rubbings Racing, clean racing, this is a very clean racing atmosphere here. You can join us on the web, www.rubbingsracing.co.uk. You'll see the link there. Say register as a driver. That'll take you to our Discord link where we will see you, get you registered as a driver, get you through our evaluation process, and we will get you on track. We have 5 seasons or 5 series coming up here. January 6th starts our GT3 series. That's on Sunday evenings. On Tuesday, we have a 2-tier touring car series. On Thursday, we have Thursday Night Lights, which is always fun for the community. No points. It's different car, different track, just bragging rights. Whoever can take the wackiest car around the craziest track and finish. We've had some crazy finishes at Thursday Night Lights. Friday, I'm going to be hosting the Ginetta GT5 European Challenge. That's going to always be a great challenge. And then Saturday nights, we have the LMP2 series hosted by Ubar. So Sunday mornings, we're also going to have an open wheel experimental league that's not going to be broadcasted. We're just going to see if we can get the community involved. So lots of things happening here at Rubbings Racing, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for tuning in. This is our Heat 3 qualifying round for our Dash for the Cash. We have 9 drivers in here. We've had some drivers back out. It's a difficult time of year. A lot of people are on vacation from college. A lot of people are going to visit relatives all around the world. So we do have a pretty good lineup here for you. We have 9 guys, including myself. I'm 10, so we have 9 guys here right now. Kev right now, we're going to call him Sender. I don't know how to say his name, but he said he uses his name Sender on the Discord. Sender right now leading these guys around at a 50.09. That's a really, really, really fast lap time right now. Got Dark Ninja right behind him. Only 1 second. We're going to the pits, and we got the console. And it looks like, I don't know who's behind the console here, but anyway, 2 minutes left in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are getting their laps down. They're getting their tires warmed up. They're getting ready for this race here. If you guys don't know the procedure, here's the procedure for the Dash for Cash. We put these heats together for, I don't know where anybody went. Oh, there they are. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Because of the massive influx of people we had joining up. So the top 5 guys from each heat move on. We've already had 2 heats. We got 10 entries. Andy WFC won the first heat. Olimar won the second heat. And we don't know who's going to win the third heat here today. We got a lot of fast cars in here. We've been practicing and practicing and practicing. We've done countless laps around Daytona International Speedway the last couple weeks here, ladies and gentlemen. So these guys know their way around this 2.5-mile monster here. Super speedway. We've seen speeds up to about 182, 183 mile an hour, sometimes faster if you can get 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in a draft. These guys are going to be side by side all the way around this track, sometimes 3 wide. trying to gain position here. Everybody wants to get to the front, but nobody's going anywhere. That's the most frustrating part about Daytona International Speedway. You think your car is faster than everybody else. You get out front, you hit that blockade of wind, and it just slows you right down, and everybody goes back by you. So it's a lot of give and take here. It's a lot of patience. It's a lot of off the throttle. That's oxymoron in racing, but you're off the throttle a lot coming around Daytona because the guys in the back are obviously way faster than the guys in the front. So just to keep you up to speed here, ladies and gentlemen, for our Dash for the Cash, it will be, like I said, 20 laps, 21 laps registered, 20 laps of racing. The first lap will be a parade lap at 70 miles per hour around the track. Once the race goes green, 70 miles per hour, these guys will just do a parade lap, come around. When they come back to the restart zone, just for the heats, I'm calling it down. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. They will then take off, start powering up. The guys in the lobby need to know that you cannot advance your position before you start to pass the start-finish line. You have to stay in line until you get past the start-finish line, or you will be penalized. So 37 seconds left in this session here remaining. Looks like we're going to go down through the running order. We got Sender out front. We got Dark Ninja in second. We got the Console coming out in third. Richie coming in fourth. We got Tro in fifth. And you see there's only 0.6 of a second separating the top 5. We have Coach Jug coming in at 6th. We got Dan coming in at 7th. FJS at 8th. And Lou Roll rounding out the field here. So it's going to be an exciting race here, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait to get this started. And we will be back here directly. And I will look at the YouTube here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have a lot of guys tuning in here. A lot of comments already. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this underway. Yeah, just leave your mic muted. Look at some of the YouTube comments here. It says Andrew Clegg says Sheepy, yes light. Bobby Gray says, what's up, Andy? Guys are having a conversation. This is great to see the community interacting on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube here, ladies and gentlemen. Console said there's too many eyes. He can't handle the pressure.
How many laps are you fueling? 23.
We got the Ninja Potato. Ninja Potato says, go Lou Roll. Lou Roll, looks like you have a good fan base out here already. Bobby Gray says, good luck, all drivers. So we are getting ready to ready up here. These guys are getting ready to go green. Once the green light goes, once the flag drops, we will be at 70 miles per hour around Daytona International Speedway. This 2.5-mile monster, 4 turns, 4 corners, high bank corners, and we got the tri-oval, which the tri-oval always sets up for great 3-4 wide racing here. So ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get this race underway here. I'm going to take the interface off just so we can admire the beauty of what Project Cars has offered us. We love this game. A lot of guys, we've made a lot of friends, we've made a lot of enemies on this game, but all at the end of the day, we're all racers and we all are here for the same reason. And thank you guys once again for tuning in as we are getting ready to go green. And once the green flag drops, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, 70 miles per hour. These guys will do 1 parade lap around here, and then we will be underway for you. Get back on the interface here. We'll get on board, right on board with some of these guys here. Let's get right on board with Tro on the inside here. And this is what it's like in the race, ladies and gentlemen. Only they're doing about 200 miles per hour. And it's crazy. Once these cars get up to speed, it takes almost a whole 2 laps for these cars to get fully up to speed. About another 3 or 4 laps for the tires to come in, and then where these guys can start dancing with each other. So the best option for these guys, I think, really, is just to get in line, just figure out where they're going to be on the track, and it's really setting yourself up for the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. You want to pick your dance partner, you want to see who's able to hold a line, who's a little questionable, and it's really just about being there in the end. We've seen Olimar win it in the second heat. He was way back behind, not way back behind everybody, but back in the field. A couple guys got together, he squeezed through, and man, there you go, Olimar. He said, I shouldn't have won it. I said, why not? You should have, man. You crossed the line first. That's what it's about here at Daytona International Speedway. Super Speedway racing is a totally different kind of racing, ladies and gentlemen. Very fast, very close, very technical. There's a lot of things that can happen here at the Super Speedway. So go back trackside here and take a look at these guys as they come down this long backstretch here. See the entrance exit of turn 2 all the way in the background there. That high bank as these guys come into turn 3 here. And getting ready to start this Heat 3 Dash for the Cash event sponsored by Tuggy Bear. Our Dash for the Cash event will take place Saturday night, 8 o'clock p.m. GMT time. So if you can't tune in live, we are going to have it. It's going to be a long race, probably about 2 hours. It's going to be a test of endurance of man and machine here. So we're going to go back out to the front here and get these guys lined up. They're coming out of turn 4, getting ready to start this Heat 3 Dash for the Cash. There are 5 cautions up until lap 15, ladies and gentlemen. A caution is 2 or more cars taking each other out. And these guys come down here. We're going to go ahead and remove this interface. And I'm going to count it down here in 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. And we are, green flag is in the air. And we are underway here at Daytona International Speedway for Heat 3 qualifying round for the Dash for the Cash as these guys wind up through the field here. We'll go back. Let's see if these guys can all behave here. Let's go to the bumper cam here. Let's go down here right along with Colts Jug. And this is what he's seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. You see the distance between these guys. You can see how close this racing really is here. We take a ride on board. We go inside into the cockpit with them. It's not a whole lot you can see. There's not a whole lot of vision on either way. You're kind of focused on what's in front of you, driving through his car. Let's go back to the track here, ladies and gentlemen. As these guys come down, here they are. They're lining up. These guys they know what to do. This is going to be a really, really good race here. These guys have been practicing. These guys have been sweating. They've been doing all kind of practice here to try to get this down. Right now, we got the console out in front. The console looks like he's on the inside in that dark blue car. The console looks like he's being followed by Sender, which says KEV on the side, but we're going to call him Sender. Looks like Sender is the Sender is in that black and yellow car, so no, Sender is on the outside. So we got the console on the inside, we got Sender on the outside, 2x2 through the tri-oval, lap 3 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. So far, these guys are now all up to speed here, and we take a look down here at the speedometer, and you can see what kind of speeds these guys run. 170 mile an hour. This guy out front's running 170 mile an hour. We go back here to Tro, and we can see Tro's on 174 mile per hour, 178, 179. So these guys are really, really, really flying. Once you get all that air behind you, and that first car is cutting a hole in the air, and the other guys are just falling in behind. You can see the throttle reaction there. You can see Tro's just off the throttle. You can see off the throttle once again, off the throttle once again. You know what's going on. We got somebody in the wall up there. It looks like Dan might know. It looks like Tro. I can't tell who got in the wall, but somebody got off. Anyway, Lou Roll back to 8th place. Lou Roll said tried to get in Heat 2. Couldn't get in Heat 2 there. He actually glitched out there, so we made an allowance for him to get in Heat 3. Doing a great job here, Lou Roll. Lou Roll's one of our newer drivers. He's pretty excited about being here in the Rubbings Racing League. And we're going to go back out front here and see what's going on with the leaders here. Side by side, 3 deep as they come out here. You got Kev on the outside. You got the console on the inside. And these guys are starting to move around a little bit. The tires are going to start to warm up here. And the cars are going to start to move around just a little bit. Lap 4 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 miles around this monster here. As you see these guys come through turn 3, the high banking here at Daytona International Speedway. The console on the inside. The console's said he didn't want to be out in front, but when you're as fast as the console, you can't help it to be out in front here. The console leading this parade around. You got, looks like, who we got in here behind him? Looks like we have Colts Jug, the red and white car, right in behind him. We still have Kev trying to make that run on the outside, and right behind Colts Jug, it looks like we have Rich. High side, the high line runs really fast here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a different approach here and go and see what we can do here. We got a bumper cam. Let's go back through the pack here. Let's go to this bumper cam. Here we go. What a great view, ladies and gentlemen. You can see how Dan at the closing rate right now, 182, 181. He's off the throttle at 180 miles per hour because he knows that if he keeps that throttle down, he's just going to mow people over. What a great view here as they come out of turn 4, headed down towards the tri-oval. You can see the banking here, and this is where a lot of guys like to set up runs here for the final run. Myself, that's what I like to do. I like to come out of turn 3 and do mock runs here to see what kind of speed I can get for the final lap. It's all about that final lap, ladies and gentlemen, setting up that final lap. Let's go back trackside here and check these guys out here. What a beautiful sight. All 9 of these guys are within 2 seconds of each other. The top 7 are within 6/10 of each other. These guys are just riding around in a circle, just minding their own business. They know what's at stake. They know it's not time to go. 6 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. And so far, this has been an epic race. These guys are calm. These guys are cool. These guys are collective. And looks like we have, looks like Dan made a move to the outside. Looks like he might try to go in that outside line. We know that outside line is really fast, like I said before. The inside line is the shortest way around here, but the outside line, boy, if you can run up high on that wall, if you can get a couple guys to go with you, it's been proven time and time and time again that that high side is just fast. But you got to get the guys to work together. You got to get these guys in line. As they come across the line, lap 7 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. The Consul still leading this parade around. As they come down here through turn 1, start into turn 1, up through this high bank, and these guys come down through here. Let's take a ride along with the Consul here. Let's go into the cockpit with the Consul and see what, oh no, we're riding along with Dan there, but that's still a good view. We're riding along with Dan here. Dan now behind, looks like he's behind Richie. Richie on that outside line. Looks like Kev's out in front of him, so you can see the outside line. You can see the momentum he's gaining, and they're going to go 3 wide. Let's go trackside here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 wide. Let's go back to the front. 3 wide as they come through the corner. They do make it. Looks like Richie gets up into the wall, though. Can he try to get it off, or can he keep up with the rest of the pack here? Can he keep up with that lead draft? It looks like he's going to be able to right now. Running the 5th gear, 166, 167. He's right there at the very tail end of that. He's only about 1.5 seconds away from Dan right now. So these cars draft back normally about 1.5 to 2 seconds, so we're going to see, but there's a big pack of cars up here. It looks like he may be able to catch up. Hopefully we can, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 8 out of 21. These guys are calm and cool and collected. It's like a Sunday drive on the M5 or the M28 or whatever they said. I'm not from Europe or England or Japan or wherever the M is. I'm not sure where it's at, but we have the interstates over here. Them guys got the M's. They said it's like easy, like Sunday morning, man. That's what the Consul said. Just driving like Sunday morning. The Consul's out front. Looks like Kev now. Looks like he makes a move to the outside. They're going to go 3 wide. So we go back here. Let's go back up to the front, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I thought I was. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Kev's making a move to the outside. The Consul still on the inside, guarding that inside line. He knows nobody can get down to his left-hand side. Nobody can pass him as long as he's on that inside line. It is forbidden here. These guys look like they're going to 3 wide. They're going to try to go 3 wide. It looks like somebody's trying to make a move to the outside. Who is that trying to make a move to the outside there? Is that, where's Lou Roll at? Lou Roll's up to 3rd place. Great job by Lou Roll. Lou Roll sporting the white, yellow, and blue. Oh, it looks like Lou Roll got shuffled all the way back to 8th place. I was trying to check my notes here to check deliveries here. Lou Roll back to 8th place. Unfortunate for him, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 9 out of 21. Caution free so far. These guys have been absolutely phenomenal around this track. Let's go back to the front. Richie now. What a move up to the front. Didn't see that happen, but Richie was all the way in the back of the pack and in 2 laps now to the front. So you can see if you can utilize this draft, this side draft, you can get in and out of the traffic and you can manage your car through here. Lap 10 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway through next time by. Well, halfway down the backstretch we'll be halfway through. So see Richie leading these guys around. Now the Consul in behind him. Let's right back here with Dark Ninja. Haven't heard much of him today. Let's see where he's at on track here as we go try to manipulate this. Oh, right here we go. So we got Dark Ninja in 5th on that inside line. You see him all the way down on that yellow double line there. That yellow double line is like an invisible wall. You can't go below it, and if you do get down on it, that paint will make it slip around a little bit. You see Dark Ninja right now in 4th place. You can hear a car up beside him here. Let's see if we can go. It might be Tro. If we can go and look at Tro's side. Yeah, Tro's on the high side there. You can see Dark Ninja right there on his inside. Tro's on that outside line, and you can see him just start passing cars as he gets that toe away from Kev. And these guys are coming across the start-finish line for lap 11, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 11 out of 21 here, as these guys are trying to get into the final spots for the Dash for Cash event Saturday night, hosted by Tuggy Bear here at Rubbings Racing. 100-lap event at Daytona International Speedway with a mandatory pit stop. It's going to be an absolutely exciting race, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 11 out of 21 right now, and heat 3 of the Dash for Cash Racing right now. So we're riding along with Dark Ninja. It kind of looks boring in there, but really he's got his mindset. You can see that inside line starting to move. Richie out now. Richie, we go trackside here with Richie. As you can see, he's just pulling these guys around. You can see, let's go back on board there with Richie. You see his hands moving around. Boy, look at him in there, just moving that thing. It's not just easy as turning left, ladies and gentlemen. He's really working that car. And some of these cars on the low line, if they're not set up right, they have a tendency to push up the track. Lap 12 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. So far, we have no cautions in this race right now, and this has been an absolute dinger of a race here as they come into turn 1. Richie now out front, the Consul comfortably riding in 2nd. right now, and I have no idea where the camera goes whenever I switch to the guy right behind him. Apparently, they thought he was back in the pits. Anyway, Richie out front, Kev making a move to the outside. Who's he got with him? Tro on the outside. Look at this power train moving on the outside here as they come into turn 3. You got a 4-car train below them. You got a 2-car train on the high side, and you can see 4 cars are always faster than 2 cars, but it looks now like the 2 cars on the high side are going to be able to make that run out of turn 4 as they head towards the tri-oval, coming towards lap 13 here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see these guys now, guys in the back, they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe we should go with the guys up top. No, maybe we should stay with the guys on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 13 out of 21 as we come through the tri-oval here. Daytona International Speedway for our Heat 3 qualifier for our Dash for Cash event, sponsored by Tuggy Bear. 2x2 as they come through turn 1. Here they go. You got Kev and you got Tro on the outside and them matching yellow cars. You got Richie and you got the console on the inside. These guys are guarding the inside line. And right behind them, you have Colts Jug and Dark Ninja. All these guys, FJS, right behind these guys. And then you got Lou Roll and you got Dan. It looks like they got separated in the back there. They're about 1.5 seconds out. Looks like they may be able to keep up with these guys here. So thank you for the comments on YouTube. I'm not able to read them right now because there's way too much action going on in the track, but I will go back and read them. Thank you for participating. Thank you for viewing it. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the caliber of racing that we have here at Rubbings Racing. We have somebody going off into the pit. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like somebody may have run out of fuel. We're not sure what happened. We're gonna, and the beat goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Richie now out front. Kev looks like he's making a run to the outside currently right now. It looks like he takes the spot away just for a split second, but that inside line, Richie powers back. He's got the console right behind him. He's got Coach Jug in behind him, and now Lou Roll's back up into the picture. Here comes Lou Roll as they come out of turn 2 down this backstretch. Lou Roll all over the back of Coach Jug as they come down the long backstretch here. Meanwhile, Kev, I call him Kev, it's Sender, it's Kev, whatever it is, making a move on the outside. He's got Tro right in behind him. I've been racing with Tro for the last couple weeks. He's learned a whole lot here. He's a very patient driver. I always wonder if he has a setup because he's just always in the back, just waiting for the big one to happen. But ladies and gentlemen, lap 15, no cautions. This has been caution-free, and there are no more existing cautions right now, ladies and gentlemen. 15 out of 21. Clean racing here at Rubbings Racing. You see it live, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are action-packed. They're hungry for the win. The top 5 guys get through. The other guys go home, and then everybody can watch it on the stream. Everybody can take part of this. This is an absolutely great race here. Lap 15 out of 21. Richie out front. The console right behind him. Kevin Tro on the outsides with those twin yellow cars, and it looks like Lou Roll's going to make a move. He's going to try to make it 3 wide up to the outside. Lou Roll, there he goes to the outside. What a move by Lou Roll. He still continues high side, but he hits the wall. Looks like he's going to lose a little bit of space. Lou Roll had a great run going out of the back here. Let's see where Lou Roll ends up. Looks like he's going to lose the pack here, ladies and gentlemen. That's unfortunate. He may be able to catch up. You never know what can happen here at Daytona. Meanwhile, Richie out front, the console in behind him. You got Coach Jug in behind him, and you got Dan in behind him. All these guys within 0.6 of a second, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 16 out of 21. The laps are winding down. The heat's starting to rise. It's 145 degrees temperature, track temperature, Fahrenheit here. 91 degrees outside, and we know that the temperatures are starting to rise just a little bit inside the cockpit here, in the wheels, in behind the wheel here. These guys are starting to get a little antsy. And here we go, 3 wide. Looks like Tro's going to try to make it happen. Tro with a power move to the outside. Can they hold it through the turn here? Looks like he's going to try to get by Kenny. Is he able to get by? Tro holds the high line. You got Kev in the middle. You got Richie on the bottom. And oh no, they go around. Looks like, can they hold it? No! Looks like Richie gets loose, comes back up on the track. Looks like he just collected FJS. And it looks like Kev got involved, and Lou Roll's also involved. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. So now we got the console out front. We got Tro now up to second. We got Dan to third. We got Richie in fourth right now. It looks like our final transfer spot may go to Colts Jug. But if we can go behind him, we got 3 guys behind him. If them 3 guys can hook up together, they can catch Colts Jug. If FJS and Kev and Lou Roll, if these guys can get in a line with 3 laps left, ladies and gentlemen, they can catch up at least for that final transfer spot. So right now we have the console out front. The console has been up front all day long. We got Tro in behind him. Tro was on that outside line with Kev there for a long time trying to make it work. And it's just a racing incident, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if he didn't see him or what happened, but that's unfortunate that it happens here at Daytona. Was you see Dan but Mortuous come on there scattering Mustang parts all over the track here. Dan's going to try to make a move to the inside. Looks like lap 18 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back here and see what Lou and Kev are doing. Looks like they have caught up with FJS, and if these 3 guys right now, they are 12, 34, 50, it's 5 seconds behind Colts Jug. So it looks like, as of right now, it looks like the Colts Jug is going to have that final spot unless something happens. Meanwhile, Tro making a move to the outside. Tro has been quiet the entire race. Tro now out front, what we like to call the sitting duck. The console knows it, Dan knows it, and Richie also knows it. But it looks like Richie's too far back now. He's 4 seconds off the lead. These top 3 guys are going to decide who wins this race, and it looks like Colts Jug may slip into that top 5 transfer spot as long as he keeps his nose clean and lets them 3 guys behind him get together and see if they can try to catch him. Nope, they are side by side by side. 3 wide, Lou Roll trying to make it 3 wide into the corner, and Lou Roll down to the inside. He got Kev on the outside. It's unfortunate for Kev. Kev had such a great run on the outside there. They're not going to be able to catch up with him. Back to the front, ladies and gentlemen. Tro now out front all by himself. Or not all by himself, I'm sorry. Dan now up to second place, and the console just wisely probably just let him by. There's really no need to race right now. He knows he's in. All he has to do is just keep the pedal down, keep his nose clean, and these guys are going to advance to the final Dash for Cash event, sponsored by Tuggy Bear. Saturday evening, 8 o'clock GMT time. We got this great race here, and we're going to go back here. These guys are still racing. I know it's for 6th, 7th, and 8th. It really doesn't mean a whole lot, but they're still racers. It's still in their blood. Lou Roll, 7th place, FJS in 8th, and Kev right now in 6th place. This is a great battle. We're keeping up with it, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 19 out of 21. Tro comes across the start-finish line. Lap 20 out of 21, ladies and gentlemen. 5 miles left in this Heat 3 Dash for the Cash event here. Tro taking the lead right now. Tro out front. You got Dan behind him and a blue and white car up on the outside, and you have the console down on the inside. And looks like these guys are just going to put it to bed like this, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know. We have seen stranger things. In Heat 2, we've seen all they had to do was finish, and they all crashed. We don't know what happened. Everybody's just getting antsy to get that win. You don't have to win. You just got to cross the line in the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Winning is a bonus. But top 5 here. So FJS, we're going back to this battle here. FJS now, and you got Kevin, we got Lou Roll. Lou Roll's been a phenomenal job today. He said he had a little bit of a issue with his controller sticking. I wasn't sure if he spilled some soda on it or if it's just a worn out controller. We're not sure, but he said he had a little bit of issue sticking. I don't know if that was any cause of his plague today or not, but anyway, back out front, lap 21, ladies and gentlemen, the final lap, here we come. Tro now out front. We got the console now sitting in second. We know the console likes to lurk in these corners. He gave us a little bit of intel before the race. I don't know if they were paying attention, but I was. I can see what he's doing. I like to call that sandbagging here in the United States. Daytona, he's sandbagging Tro. I think we're going to set up for a great finish here, ladies and gentlemen. Tro now out front, the console. And we got Dan all the way in the back. We're going to keep an eye on Dan here. Let's go on board with Dan and see what kind of action we can get here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We'll go with a roof cam. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All down to the wire. Let's see what happens here. Dan's making a run to the inside. Tro to the inside. Can he get around? Can he get around him? No, I don't know. It's going to be too close to call for second place. Yes, the console comes through. Dan, Tro, Richie coming across fourth. What a great finish at the line, ladies and gentlemen. We have Colts Jug now in our final transfer spot. Them last 3 guys weren't able to catch up with them. Congratulations to the top 5 guys. The console coming in first. Dan Buckmorchius coming in second. Tro coming in third. Richie caught up in that accident, managed to keep it together, keep it in fourth. And Colts Jug coming in fifth. He was also wrapped up in that accident. You've seen it, ladies and gentlemen. These guys were crazy. They were absolutely phenomenal around here. This is clean racing. This is Rubbings racing, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the console. He is our Heat 3 winner for our Dash for the Qualify, or our Dash for the Cash qualifying heat. I can't talk. I've been talking too much for the last 20 minutes. Congratulations to the console. Dan Buckmorchius, Tro, Richie, and Colts Jug. You guys are the top 5 transfer spots. We will see you guys Saturday night. Thank you, Kev, FJS, Lou Roll, and Dark Ninja for joining up. Thank you for participating. And if you guys want to, we will be streaming this live Saturday night, 8 o'clock GMT time. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kenbo76. I am your host. God bless and good night. That's a wrap, fellas. Very good, very good. Dude, that was so clean, dude. That was clean as clean gets. Oh man, I wish I had somebody here read me these comments, dude. I get over a fucking 100 comments here, and I haven't read any of them. Sucks. Oh yeah, 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 Ninja Potato, man. He's your buddy.
From school. Oh, no, then.
Well, he was cheering for you. Good job, Nalu Rule. Good job, buddy. I tried to give you as much coverage as I could. I got you on the web, dude. You're on YouTube, so yes, the dream is still alive. And hey, listen. Oh, the stream is still alive? Oh.